Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to episode 22 of a Financial Blogmas. Oh boy, after this, we've only got two left. We only got two left. So as you guys know, it is the weekend. I like to do something a little silly. But for this one, I'm thinking more of a behind the scenes. I want to look at the 10 worst videos I've ever made. These are absolute stinkers. Um, I think they deserve like La Fromage rewards. They're bad. These are really bad videos. But we're gonna look at them. We're gonna count them down here today. Um, yeah, this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be fun. It's kind of that thing. When you start a YouTube channel, guys, you're gonna make a lot of stinkers to start off. It takes a while to hone your craft, to get into the better stuff, the better stuff. So yeah. So we're gonna look at. I've come up with 10, and we're basically I picked them by straight up views. So the ones that got the least amount of views on the channel. So they are most of them are pretty darn old videos, but nonetheless, they are real real stinkers for sure. All right, give me a second here. I need to pull up the right screen. I actually made a screen for us to use for this. That's why we are back again in the office, because I needed the screen to do this. So we're going to count down from the 10th worst all the way down to the first worst. Before we do, very quickly, we got Jonathan in the house. Am I late? No, you're not. You are absolutely on time. JJ's in the house, just popping in. We've got Enid coming in with a good morning. And we've got Jonathan saying, I'm scared to look. Yeah. I'm a little scared too, but here we go. This is number 10. Our 10th worst video. It was a video I made way back early in the channel. And it was 8 tips for your crypto taxes. And this was actually one of these videos where I had a guest on the video. The good old Nate Palmatier. He was over here and we were going through some of these tips. Now, this video to date, the entire life of the channel, 116 views. So that's not a lot of views. I think for one, I think crypto content in general doesn't do super well on the channel. So it just, yeah, you add, well, two things, crypto content and taxes both don't do that great. Add them together, it's like I was asking for it. And yeah, my skills at thumbnails absolutely sucked in the beginning. And you can see it from here. This, just look at that font. That's bad. That is bad. Absolutely. Let's see. Nigel says, meow, meow. Yeah, a cat might like it. I don't know. Yeah, cringe. Absolutely cringe. And this is not the worst. This is not even the worst. This is just number 10. Oh, man. All right. I will say I have learned from each and every one of these stinkers. I have learned. All right, let's come into number 9. All right, so number 9, of bulls and bears, when is the next bear market coming? What did I do there? that was my mistake. All right, there we go. And that one got 115 views. So this basically was one of those FIQ type videos. And admittedly, FIQ doesn't do that well. It will get clicks over time, but this one seems to have defied that. And, it was basically just all about the economic cycle. Not a bad video, but once again, it just, the text, I think that was one of the big issues. You got to have your text bigger. And what the hell does that mean of bears and bulls? So I really don't think that the thumbnail on this one really gave the viewer an idea of what was going on. So it's kind of like, what? Is that crazy girl about to wrestle bears and bulls? What's going on here? So yeah, It deserved it. It deserved it. We got Jackie in the house with a good morning. So that was the 9th worst video on the channel. Oh boy. Let's move into number 8. And once again, this goes back to FIQ. So this was just a pure tutorial on technical analysis. Kind of the big thing, I think the text, not really enough of a contrast. Because I get, you got to realize a lot of times when people are looking at a video, you go by really fast. So your text has to really stand out so people know what it is. So yeah, this one it just didn't resonate. 114 views. And I think I did another technical analysis video as well. It did better. It did better. But yeah, now this also, mind you, this was like 2001 or back then. So yeah. I mean, you got to look at it too. But I also look at some of these ones that if I re-released them today, they would probably do better just because there's a lot more subscribers, a lot more people engaging with the channel. But yeah, it was bad. All right. Once again, guys, another of these. So number 7, 113 views. It was basically another FIQ, just explaining market caps, share prices, how they work, the relationship between them, and why they're important, all of that. I think it was a good little video, but it just did not resonate. Sometimes people don't want, sometimes they just don't want those tutorial type videos. And this is one that's sitting there. And when you look at the thumbnail, what the hell is that? I mean, really, what is that? That's like a terrible thumbnail. But yeah, those were the days. Those were the days. Oh boy. And they're getting worse, guys. These are getting worse. Right now, I have an urge just to go back and change that thumbnail because it's annoying me so much. But all right. So number 6, with 110 views, was the basics of Bitcoin. I was just explaining how it works. So once again, the Bitcoin basics title at the top doesn't stand out. Nobody would really know what this is about from looking at that thumbnail. So yeah, that's a pretty bad thumbnail. Pretty bad thumbnail. That's on me. That's on me. But like I said, I was learning back then. So yeah, pretty bad. Also, kind of an FIQ and crypto. Put those together, you're almost guaranteed to have a bad video. So that's we're heading into the top 5, guys. If you haven't plugged your nose yet, well, let me tell you, it's time. It's time to plug your nose because we're getting into the bad of the bad. Why video says the thumbnails are not so bad. I don't know. Jackie says, if you redid the thumbnails and repeat, you get lots of new views. I probably would. But you know what? I kind of leave a lot of these I leave there because they become sort of reminders of how far I've come. So I like that. I kind of like that idea. All right. Oh boy. Let's move into number 5. Oh, this is a dreadful one. So once again, we got a thumbnail that says nothing. This thumbnail says absolutely nothing. The video was factors for finding the best broker. I think this was like maybe my 3rd video, something like that. 108 views. Yeah, it was dog trash. I mean, the content's good, but kind of now it's kind of irrelevant. I think the market has changed enough that there's more brokers out there. There's more considerations, but yeah, it was, it was one of the first few. And I think when I first started, I was kind of like, okay, well, let's try to start from the very, very basics and sort of continually build the information on the channel to get more advanced as we go. So if somebody started from video 1 and moved through, it would be almost like, it would be it kind of would suit a new person's learning curves. So that's kind of where I think that video idea came from. Not great. Oh boy. Number 4. Are we in a recession? It was a simple look. Now at this point here, I started playing with, when it comes to the thumbnails, I had started playing with some of the Canva templates. And this was a template that they said, oh, this would be a good thumbnail. So I did it. I threw it. Now, this was back before the bear market. So before the bear market came along, back in 2001, 2002, you know, it was kind of like exploring whether or not we were heading into a recession. Of course, we all know that we did not head into a recession. Uh-oh, guys. We got a super sticker here from Y Videos. That means that we have. There we go. We got the goat. We've got a goat. I love it. Love it. Thank you so much. All right. It makes it's like adding spice to something that doesn't taste very good. It's making it taste a little better. So nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. So yeah, number 4, are we in a recession? Oh, I did not put the number of views there, but I believe it was around 100 and maybe 103. So I don't know why I missed that. All right. Oh, and here it is. So this video here, this is a stinker. This should be number 1. 10 tips for saving money over the holidays. It's got 96 views. I don't know what happened. I filmed this one. I used the green screen, so I had a bunch of snow falling around me. But it just didn't work. And then when I uploaded it to YouTube, I noticed after it had already been out for a bit that it somehow got blurred. It got a little blurry once it hit YouTube. So something happened in the upload process. I don't know what it was. But yeah, so you got a video, you got a topic that doesn't do that well. And I did redo this topic actually in one of the Blogmasses, and that's the least viewed Blogmas as well. So it's not a topic. It's one of those things. Like, I think people come to this channel more for the finance, more for the stocks, maybe even a little bit of politics. But I don't think they're coming here to learn how to save money. There's tons of channels out there that will teach you how to save money, unless it's saving money with stocks. But I think it's just general saving. It's just not. It's not really in the wheelhouse of the channel. And that, I think I learned that lesson with this for sure. All right, we're getting really, really close. All right, number 2. So I did this series on investing. I broke it down by generation. So this was the one that didn't catch on very much, but it's because it's the Zoomers, right? So Zoomers are not looking for older investors on YouTube. They're looking for, they're looking for the young ones. It did not catch on. And plus, a lot of Zoomers haven't even discovered investing yet. So what can I say? It was just, yeah. It was just, I had to sort of finish. I couldn't like skip the Zoomers. But I did like that series. But mind you, this was also, these videos in the generational investing series, they were also before I started using editing software. So I was doing these all in single takes. So sometimes it would take a while, but there was no editing. Not to say that that's good. Y Video says, if the quality is bad, blurred, can you re-upload hoping having a better quality? You can, but you have to delete the old video. And then when you re-upload, it's basically a new video as far as YouTube is concerned. I just left it be. I left it be. Nobody looks at it. It's kind of in the old, it's in that old pile of videos from way back when. So yeah, it's what can I say? It's not a great video. It's not a great, meaning the content is fine, but it was outside, like I said, it was outside of the wheelhouse for the channel. Yeah, it wasn't good. All right, Bismarck, he says, good afternoon, everyone. Ryan says, good afternoon. All right, so now the number 1 video. And as you know, it has less than 92 views. This one, it's not that it's a stinker. It's the topic's a stinker. It's a topic that I thought would be an interesting topic to, well, actually, I didn't even think about it. This one was initially, before we had channel members, I started with Patreon initially. This was a Patreon request. So somebody actually requested this video. So I made it. But if there's any topic worse than the Zoomers, I guess, it's this one. What is the metaverse? The metaverse. Boy, what a what a failed concept. I mean, I think the metaverse will still. I'm not even going to try to defend the metaverse. 79 views, worst video on the history of the channel. Yeah, it's just bad. It is just bad. That's for sure. A 9 says, I watch the old videos and like them if they show up on my YouTube. Oh, nice, nice. Oh, thank you, thank you. But yeah, so these are just some of the bad ones. I just wanted to sort of come through and sort of hit on that here for Sunday. Yeah, I thought this would be fun. Yeah, I mean, since then, of course, I have learned a ton about, putting together thumbnails, and of course, editing. Like, holy banana bread! Like right now, I'm editing the video for Tuesday, so that I'm actually working on that. So once I finish this, I'll go back to editing. Then at 4 o'clock, I'm back here for this week. So it's a pretty busy day. I probably will not have my editing done tonight. I'll probably be looking at a little bit more in the morning as well to get it all done, because I want to get it out, of course, as early as possible for the channel members. They all get to watch videos one day early, so that is always fun. All right, I got my coffee here with me. Oh, so good, so good. All right, so guys, thank you once again. We'll probably have a list, maybe a list video tomorrow, the next day, I think. As we finish out financial Blogmas, it should be pretty darn fun. Yeah, I have 2. I want to do. We have 2 left. I should do one more in the star room because somebody said they liked the star room. And another one in front of the tree. So we'll do those over the next couple of days. I think they're going to be fun, and I'll see if I can find some interesting stock lists for us to do over the next couple of days. All right, guys, I'm going to leave right now, but I will be back at 4 p.m. Eastern, so that way there we can get this week, and we got some pretty good stories, and we got a new celebrity beaver. So that's coming up on this week. Until then, guys, take care. I'll see you in a couple of hours.